Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel 100 Ideas. The beauty of homemade crafts is that they do not require large investments at all. Moreover, original and aesthetic elements are often realized from improvised items that you have long considered trash. Old logs, worn tires, plastic bottles are used. Some of these materials will definitely be found in the pantry in the country. Decorating a garden is not decorating an interior. There are no strict stylistic and compositional rules here. But this can only complicate the task since you will have to rely on your own sense of beauty while managing not to overdo it with the decor. Still, plants are the main characters of your territory. However, you need to take into account the general style of the site as well as the design of the house. For example, around a minimalist building with a geometric composition, even a colorful bouquet of roses will look out of place, not like sculptures from plastic bottles. But for a cozy wooden house, you can take a walk creating cute crafts. Pay attention to the palette of the flower garden. If the earth is full of bright buds, then it is better to choose decorations with more restrained colors, so they do not merge with the background or look too colorful. What items fit into the space depends on its size, your tastes and requirements. After all, filling the garden can perform not only an aesthetic function but also serve practical purposes. In any case, if you wish, you can always find plenty of interesting solutions. How do you look at these awesome ideas? We would love to hear from you. Water features are a delightful addition to any garden. Garden fountains in particular engage the sense with the soothing sound and dynamic visual of moving water. They can add a relaxing element to a garden landscape, and the trickling water has the added benefit of helping to block out background noise. Careful consideration should be given to the type of fountain that will be appropriate. Garden fountains come in a wide variety of styles, sizes, and complexities to enhance any landscape design. Fountains may be blended in with the surrounding garden in a natural way, or they may be showcased in a more formally landscaped area. Natural styles may include a waterfall-style fountain or a stream that runs from one pond to another, with water pumped back to the start through buried pipes. For a dramatic focal point, a fountain containing elements of art or sculpture may be used. Such a piece may be constructed of metal, decorative tile, or a host of other materials limited only to the artist's imagination. Statuary can range from the traditional, a maiden pouring water from a jug for example, to the wind skill, such as an oversized fish spitting water from its mouth. Ground-level fountains with pedestal bases and wall-mounted fountains are more traditional. They may be found in neat, colonial-style gardens or elaborate Victorian gardens filled with trellises, benches, and statues. In tight spaces, a wall-mounted fountain can provide plenty of impact without stealing precious square footage. Fountains may be made from stone, fiberglass, cupid, cement, brick, or tile. They are typically constructed with a water retention basin, a pump, piping, a nozzle, and a waterproof electrical supply. A filtration system will sometimes be used as well. Some fountains include elaborate piping and valve systems to allow droplets or streams of water to spray into the air to create an aerial display. They may require extensive landscaping, power line installation, and piping. Others are fairly simple installations that are self-contained. One more consideration in selecting a garden fountain is the wildlife for which it can provide a home and which it will be inevitably attract. Cold fish or koi can be added to water features that are large enough. Their beautiful orange, yellow, black and white color combinations are beautiful, flashing under the water. Above the water, birds may view a fountain as a bird bath, which depending on the owner could be an extra treat or nuisance. And don't forget pets. Dogs and cats often treat a ground-level fountain as a large water dish, bathtub or swimming pool. In this case, a wall-mounted fountain that the pet cannot reach might be the best choice. A garden fountain can help to enhance the decor and tranquility of outdoor areas. Whether the choice, a sparkling fountain is sure to add pleasure to the garden environment. Many summer residents like to enjoy the murmur of water, and especially for this purpose, they create fountains and streams on the plots. But there is a much easier option: rain chains. True, you can listen to the melody of flowing jets only during rain, but often this is quite enough to relax. But there is a chance to save on gutters and replace them with an original, very rare decorative element in our area, which simultaneously collects water from the roof and demonstrates the beauty of its movement to everyone who is nearby. It is no wonder that the invention of rain chains belongs to the Japanese, who know how to create centers of relaxation around themselves. In their culture, the contemplation of water is considered one of the most calming factors. The Japanese came up with the rain chains instead of the traditional drain, in which the flowing streams are completely invisible. These are open-type structures through which water moves in a cascade, flowing from one container to another. Most often, containers are decorative pots, perforated from below in the form of a cone, placed with a funnel up. With a small rain, the jets go into a through hole from below. With a large one, they float down from all edges of the pot. Between themselves, the containers are fastened with a decorative chain, which is why the whole structure was called kusaridoi, which means rain chains in Japanese. The top of the structure is fixed on the eaves, right under the place of water flow, and at the bottom the chain is securely anchored to the ground, or the load is tied and lowered to the bottom of water intake, a barrel or a specially dug miniature pool where dripping drops will be collected. This is necessary so that during strong gusts of wind, the chain does not swing and hit the building. Garden paths have long ceased to be necessary and are one of the decorative elements of the suburban area. The shape of the tracks largely depends on the area of the site, its functionality, and the cost of making it yourself. For a small suburban area with a vegetable garden and other buildings, they're trying to make small budget paths from scarp materials, but taking into account that you can ride a cart. The shapes of such paths are usually rectilinear without winding lines. If the area allows, there is time and energy, then it is better to make curved paths at the dacha. The overall composition of the site will only benefit from this. With the help of tracks, you can create artificial or bead existing relief. A decorative bridge will look even more interesting. The reservoir can be real or dry. You can make garden paths from anything. It all depends on your imagination, time capabilities, and financial resources. But before choosing a material, it is worth considering the following factors in advance. Load by weight. Vehicle driveways and main entrances are most commonly used, respectively, and the materials must be strong and durable. For example, concrete or stone. Paths among garden trees can be lighter and more airy. Gravel, woodcuts, plastic tiles are suitable. Length of tracks and cost of materials. These are two factors that directly depend on each other. For small sections of 6-8 arcs, and the paths will be small. The total cost of materials in this case will not be high, while for plots of 15-20 hectare and above, not even the most expensive paving slabs with a long length of paths can cost a serious amount. The possibility of repairing and replacing some part is also worth considering. Resistant to weather conditions. When choosing a material, pay attention to its resistance to temperature extremes, rotting, and mold formation. The most commonly used types of materials for creating garden paths in suburban areas are stone. The most commonly used flagstone is flagstone, which is made by saving large stones into flat slabs. We hope this video was useful to you. Like it, write your comments and subscribe to our channel.